Hello and welcome to my mess. I mean my home. I've got lots of motivation and cleaning inspiration for you today because this is the house I woke up to just a couple of days ago, and I am showing it to you just like it is. All the common areas and my bedroom. And there's the cat living his best life. And here's the dining room. And here's a spoiler alert. I didn't even get to all of this morning. I didn't get to this dining room, which really wasn't that bad. I didn't get to these stairs, but my older son did clear them off for me. I just did what I could. I cleaned what I could. We ended up getting an invitation to go to the beach. And so I decided I would just get done what I could and put summer fun, which is kind of rare this year, on the front burner. So if you're like me, you do what you can too, and I'll do what I can, and we can do it together. My morning routine is always my first priority, no matter what happens. I want this to happen because these things are the key to other things getting done throughout the day. So I'm switching over the laundry, and you see this mess on the dryer. That's actually going to end up staying there. I did not get to this, so perhaps you'll see it in my next video. And I'm just getting my clothes put away, and I'm not even going to prioritize my bedroom. Here's what happened this day. I decided that I would make my kids a special breakfast of homemade pancakes. Well, I did use a box, but one of those ones you do have to add a little to. Homemade pancakes, bacon, and kielbasa, which you're going to see in just a minute when I get done emptying the dishwasher. And then I had made a complete mess of my kitchen. My house was already a mess, and a friend contacted me and asked if we'd like to meet them at the beach. Well, we have not done very many fun things this summer, so I knew I had to prioritize the beach, but I also saw outside that it was getting cloudy out, and I was afraid it's going to start raining, and we're going to end up back at my messy house. So I did have to run around and quickly get things picked up enough that company could come. And thankfully I had that premonition, because that is exactly what happened. Yes, we went to the beach once it cleared up, but first we ended up visiting at my house while we waited for a quick rainstorm to pass. One of the reasons I had kind of let the house go is we just had different things to think about. We had company over the weekend, and we had some very exciting things happening in our house, and we were busy celebrating. And oftentimes at night, because I'm so not a night person, I do not even see the mess. And then when I get up, I'm completely shocked. But let me give you a hint of what happened over the weekend. Well, we have these, and there it is. My 23-year-old son was engaged over the weekend, and we are just so thrilled. I'm not going to post their faces here on YouTube, but if you'd like to come on over to Instagram, you can see my link in the description box below. But basically, it's just Karen at thismainermom. You can go over there and see a picture of the happy couple. We are just so excited. We love his fiance so much, and we just could not be happier. But back to reality, you can see here I'm making a very nice breakfast. I'm getting the bacon onto my cooking sheet. I like to cook my bacon in the oven at 400 degrees. I do put it on convection, and when I do that, it usually cooks in about 15 minutes. I keep an eye on it. If I don't use convection at 400 degrees, then it takes about 20 minutes, but you do want to keep an eye on it. So I'm just getting 2 pans of the bacon going in the oven. And part of the reason for this is I was just feeling guilty. I haven't been doing special breakfasts at all this summer, and I was feeling kind of bad about it. Plus, I knew I was going to be getting groceries, and we had some things that we needed used up in the refrigerator, so it just was some good timing all the way around. Don't you just love those mornings where you have to actually clean a pan to use a pan? Oh, and in other news, you can see my tape and my contact paper countertop. On August 5th, my new countertops are coming, and we could not be more excited about that. I cannot wait to have a real countertop again. It's gonna be just amazing. So I'm getting the kielbasa sliced up, and then I'm gonna be frying that on top of the stove. My kids really love this stuff. In my last video, I asked the question of what roadblocks do you have in keeping your home the way that you want it. I have been very mindful of having a home this year that I love and creating that home, whether that be through organization and cleaning or whether that be through the DIY projects that we can afford to do. It's just doing the best that I can to make my home a place that I actually want to live in and that my family wants to live in. And I have been asking, what are the roadblocks to you having your home the way that you want? For those of you that commented, I want to thank you. I appreciate so much that you're willing to share those things with me. And I want you to know that I am listening, that I'm really praying about how I can encourage you in the best way possible. And I hope that I can continue to make videos that encourage you, but even more so. And I've been really thinking about, I don't face the camera a lot. I tend to talk to you while you're watching me work. And I think in the future, I'll be spending a little more time, hopefully, facing the camera. As a new YouTuber, I was kind of shy and a little timid in front of the camera, and it's time to get over that. I feel like we're all getting to know each other better, and I really want to look you in the eye and let you look me in the eye as we talk about some of these things. I think it'll be a little bit of a combination of voiceover and talking, because I do think a talky talk video can get very boring, especially when the subject is being productive. You want to see what I'm actually doing, but I also think there could be some value in us getting to really chat. I say it a lot, and I'm going to say it again, that I so appreciate the kind, generous comments in our comments section. I feel like we are building a positive community. I feel like we can be reading each other's comments and encouraging each other down there and praying for each other. If you like these sort of videos, I hope that you'll hit the like button, and then I will know to make more of the same. If you have a certain type of video that you would like, I hope that you will let me know, because if it's possible for me to do what it is you need, I would love to do that for you. My meat is well on its way to being done, and so now I'm just dropping the pancake mix. I had actually made this way too thin, if you notice how thin those pancakes are, but no one complained. And I usually do half plain and half with little mini chocolate chips, which most of my kids really, really love. And there is the finished product, and I hope that I can motivate myself to be making a nice big breakfast a little more often than I've been doing this summer. Now that breakfast is done, the laundry's been taken care of, the dishes have been handled, it's time for me to get to my bedroom, make my bed, get my room picked up. I had really let it go. As you can see, there's tons of clutter on my desk. In fact, I've been thinking a lot, because I have a glass desk, which I love because it looks a little more airy in a small room when you have glass, because you can see through it, but I'm not a big fan of seeing what's in that drawer underneath the glass top. So I've been thinking about different places where I can be storing those things so that it looks a little cleaner, because I'm one of those people, I don't like to see any clutter. I don't like to see anything at all. I really like my house looking like no one lives in it, but with 8 people living here, you know that's not going to happen. But I do like to have things put away and closed away so that I can't see them. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with these things that are in my desk area, because it doesn't take much at all for it to look messy. I do try to have as few things as possible because I think the less material things that I need, the easier it is to maintain it, the easier it is to keep things clean, especially when there's challenges that you're dealing with. But you know, decluttering is an ongoing process. Living in an industrialized nation means that we all have a lot of things, and it is a constant job to be shoveling stuff out of the house as quickly as it's being shoveled in, if you know what I mean. Let me know in the comment section below if you struggle with this too. So here's my bedroom, and it's looking a lot better. It's not perfect, still things on the desk, but it's a lot better. And so now I'm hitting the kitchen and getting cleaned up from breakfast. Normally the kids would be helping me, but since we were going to the beach, I told them to go ahead and get ready to leave, and then if they were done getting ready and I was still struggling, then I would have them go ahead and help me. My teenage kids also have a morning routine that I expect them to keep. They get up, they make their bed, they put their dirty laundry in the washing machine. They each have one chore that takes about 20 minutes, and they each spend about 30 minutes reading their Bible, writing in a journal if they have a journal, if they like that, and also spending time praying during that time. And then of course they're getting their hygiene taken care of and getting dressed for the day and all of that. So they do also have a morning routine that I expect them to keep. It's super important for me to be teaching them that we do the things that we have to do so that we can move on to the things that we want to do. I also try very hard to be an example of that in my own life. I had to call my husband in from his work because I dropped the cord to the electric skillet between the refrigerator and the counter, so he had to move the refrigerator out of the way so that he could get that out for me. And that is one of the benefits of him working from home. It feels good that my kitchen is now ready for the day, and I can't wait for those countertops. Everyone has put their laundry in the washing machine. I had found some that was on the floor, which happens when someone's in the bathroom and someone else is trying to put their laundry in the washing machine. They tend to put it on the floor at the door because they can't put it in the washing machine. Because the teenagers and I are heading to the beach, I'm not separating the laundry all the way. What I am doing is separating the clothes from the towels and cloths. My adult daughter is staying home, so she can still do her chore of folding those and putting them away. And then I'll have the clothing all gathered and ready to go. And when I get back from the beach, I can separate that out and they can put it away then. Then we had this sleeping bag out from my girls having a sleepover with friends. I had washed that, so I'm getting that put away. I stink at rolling up sleeping bags. Anyone else have that problem? I just can't do it. I don't even expect it of myself anymore. And now it's time to get myself looking presentable. I decided I would keep my hair up so that I didn't have to curl it since we're going to the beach anyway. And I'm getting my makeup on. As you can see, I don't use a sponge. I'm an 80s girl and we just use our hands. And so that's what I'm used to. And I'm just quickly getting it done with my favorite over-the-counter products. If you have any questions, you can ask me. That would be fine. The only thing I buy that is a bit more expensive is my eyeshadow. I find that as I age, it is important for me to have a quality eyeshadow that is smooth and lessens the look of wrinkles on my eyelids. So I do have a Tartelette palette, and the rest is just over the counter. And my daughter, who is a licensed esthetician, she has kind of helped me come up with products that work for me. Now I'm ready for the day, and the bathroom's not looking too shabby. Again, probably not perfect, but good enough for now. I hope you found some cleaning motivation and inspiration from my little chit-chatty cleaning video, and I hope that this finds you well. Remember, as always, that God loves you, and I love you too, and I can't wait to see you next time.